So I don't know why, but I felt just before going live, just a level of anxiety, maybe unworthiness coming up. So I wanted to focus on reversing cause and effect and really embedding this idea, which has come up for me this last week, that if I could see in every reaction, in every emotion, it's just coming from the original error, that I can be hurt by anything but my thoughts. I cannot be hurt by the world or my emotions or my reactions to things or the reactions of others. And really my source, I have to go back to my source and see that my source is the truth about me. Last week I had an intense week, one thing after another, like a different character, dream figure, seemingly from my past, dark figures coming, trying to, like, I don't know, it was like for the purpose of, or for the benefit now as I see, to see my darkness. People saying they did things that they didn't, people stealing things, people coming back into my awareness, and me projecting that the insincerity of that that interaction, like at least four people, really intense reactions as well, but things that, like, narcissistic personalities that from my past, and not being able to at the time to deal with them, just the intensity of the emotion, and yeah, just everything coming up at once. And I guess it was just necessary for me to look at this darkness, to see everything that's in my mind that I'm placing out there as causing me here, and realizing that I must shift into a new perspective of it's not being caused, it's not coming from the world, it's coming from the original projection, and the world is just reflecting it back. And I must embed this experience of reversing cause and effect. Like I'm not at the moment feeling a agitation because of the world. The agitation is coming from the original era. Like I'm not feeling unworthy of speaking to you right now, because I was feeling completely worthy this morning. I was sitting in meditation, I was feeling the truth, knowing the truth, being the truth, and yet an anxiety arose just before I was going live, just before I was just coming to make this video. Last week I made a video live, and as soon as I put it out, it was like that same day this person came into my experience and was telling me something that wasn't true, and providing evidence that wasn't true, and I was reacting to it as though they were uh, it was an attack upon myself. And it was so intense. I just, yeah, it just took me by surprise how much anger there was still left, because I rarely get angry anymore. But the anger that came from this experience of, like, the idea of being scammed or ripped off, or like being asked for something when it's not deserved. I don't know exactly, but just being able to come back and see that this is my own projection, this is my own thing coming up for healing, and it's not even to do with the other person. The world you see is the witness to your state of mind, the outside picture of an inward condition. How difficult it is to embed that idea into the mind when it seems to be so prevalent. The emotion is so high. This person is coming to, like, telling me that they've done something and they want the money for it, and they've done nothing. And it's so like they keep over and over again. I was receiving this message of like, I've done the work, and I could see that the work wasn't done. And maybe it's even a reflection of me seeing how I thought I'd forgiven, and I hadn't fully forgiven myself for perceiving this attack, perceiving this treachery. Hadn't fully forgiven myself for thinking thinking these thoughts. Like I'm still attached to the idea that there is someone out there to fix, there's something out there to change, to improve. It is impossible the Son of God be merely driven by events outside of him. It is impossible that happenings that come to him were not his choice. How difficult that is to embed, or to, I don't know why, but every time I switch on the camera, it's like all my thinking is not as straight. It's like I have to get used to being behind the camera, which is not so easy. The mind is very powerful and never loses its creative force. It never sleeps. Every instant it is creating. It is hard to recognize that thought and belief combine into a power that can literally move mountains, a power surge that can move mountains. This morning I was connecting to the part of myself that is already enlightened, the part of myself that is the truth, that knows ultimate reality. It's unaffected by the world. And how easy and free that felt. You see what you believe is there, and you believe it because you want it there. Every decision you make is one between a grievance and a miracle. Every decision you make stems from what you think you are and represents the value that you put upon yourself. These flies. Just felt this desire to connect, seeing myself connecting with everyone, connecting with love. I'm going to keep recording every day no matter what happens. And maybe doing some reading. How important it is to connect with this idea that the cause is in my mind. Yesterday I was sitting for 5 minutes every hour, almost every hour. I missed a couple of hours. And how helpful that was to return to source, to return to the truth. And every time I practice this sitting for 5 minutes, I'm returning, giving over the previous hour and over the next. It's like the ultimate practice. It's what it feels like. It's difficult as well because there's such resistance to it. Such a resistance to being like there's like this, I could feel it, like this draw towards doing something in the world, having something in the world. And there's the part of me that doesn't want to feel that connection. And I think we need to become very aware of that, very aware of this part of ourselves that doesn't want the truth, so that we can see that when it's coming up, see that it's there, and just be aware of it, just make the other choice anyway. Because we have to keep making another choice, right? All day yesterday, I had to keep like, no, this is what I'm doing. This is the truth. Like, the truth about me is this, and I do need to sit and I do need to take time and refocus and come back into myself. It's so important to come back into that state of peace. Yeah. And how am I supposed to learn that whatever I'm experiencing, I'm doing or have done to myself in the past, or this current experience is what I've allowed in my mind, I've put into my mind to re experience over and over again, and in a never ending cycle of just repeated patterns until I exit the loop. And I do have to force myself to exit the loop. I do have to set this kind of firm rigidity to commit to exiting the dream over and over and over and over and over again, exiting the thought, allowing the thought to be there, allowing the emotions and the situation to be there. Like right now, I've been, since I switched on the camera, I started feeling this anxiety. And yeah, I'm just allowing it to be there while continuing on what I felt inspired to do. I was thinking there's a part of me that feels unworthy because I reacted to a brother, someone on the path as well the other day, because of something they did in the past that wasn't acknowledged. That I felt like it's just, if I connect with this brother, that it will just repeat again. It's like I have keep experiencing these characters in the dream that cannot see the dark patterns, and they're unwilling to break them. And I guess that's me, right? That's me, that's just my reflection. So when after it happened, I was like, what in me, what part of me is still unwilling to break the old patterns, the ego loops, so I can see it clearly in my mind, because I'm seeing this reflection out there. So what can I see? How can I use this situation, even though in the moment I just wasn't ready to deal with this person, and I reacted unconsciously. I didn't pray. It was no miracle. Didn't feel like. But afterwards, I thought there must be a part of me that still needs healing in this respect, because otherwise I wouldn't be seeing it. Like, I still need to, yeah, to see the unconscious patterns that I'm unwilling to break, that I'm unwilling to let go, and to see them fully and clearly in mind. Because why would I have this character that's seemingly unwilling to accept a darkness in the mind when I'm willing to accept it? Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just the same thing, right? It's just, I'm seeing that what is out there is in here. If I'm reacting to it, then it's helpful. It's a helpful trigger. I've still not mastered this idea of a helpful trigger. Like, I still, many times, especially over this past week, I was not grateful for these triggers because they were so intense. So I just want to commit commit to doing this daily. Whoever's out there, if you feel inspired to connect and to watch, but daily just come in and just share whatever's going on for me. Share the state of things. maybe it's helpful to someone. If it is, leave a comment. I'm welcome. I'm happy to, yeah, to connect with anyone. Okay, that's for this morning. I'm just going to do this every day and see what happens. Do it for 30 days. That was the original plan until this intense reaction came up. I think that's what I'm feeling because after I did the live, there was this intense experience. Now, just connecting with the idea that we want to remember that we're dreaming. We want to remember the truth that we cannot be harmed by anything. Even our thoughts cannot harm us in truth. In the dream, yes, we are being harmed by the way we're thinking and how we're acting. But in truth, it cannot be true. So I want to connect with you, with everyone, with that part of ourselves that knows only the truth is true, and the willingness to see that all the stuff in the world is coming from my mind, coming from the darkness within me, rather than coming from the world. There is no cause in the world. It's connecting that idea. There is no cause in the world. The darkness in my mind is projecting out across this world. I feel the release. So some joy. Release of the old patterns. Thank you if you're listening still. Have a wonderful day. Peace.